Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Crocheting in Agreement podcast. I crochet prayer blankets for the sick, and I stand in agreement for their complete healing through Jesus Christ. This channel is by Him, for Him, and because of Him. I hope you enjoy. Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode number 10, and today is Friday, September the 7th, 2018. My name is Melissa, and I am coming to you from the northern Shenandoah Valley in Virginia. You can find me on Facebook, Ravelry, Snapchat, Periscope, Twitter, and Instagram as MLISA73. That's Melissa73 spelled MLISA73. I promise you this will be a very quick one. I just wanted to show a couple items that I have recently finished, a couple items that I have recently started, and a couple acquisitions. I don't have a whole lot of personal things to share. Other than, I'll show you shortly, but I do have just maybe a couple pictures, videos, whatever to show you, but I promise this will be a very quick one this time. But yeah, I have an acquisition that I really want to get into, so I've been holding on to it all week long. Today's Friday, and I got this item Monday, and it's just been staring at me all week long. But first, let me show you what I have finished, and I'm really proud of this too. Most importantly, the reason for this channel is the prayer blankets. And for the last two videos, these items have been what I was calling AFOs, almost finished objects. Well, they are finally done. My scrap can, let me get it the right direction. I mean, it doesn't really matter top or bottom, but this was the last row I did. This is the direction. It started at the down here with the these. And it's really hard to show blankets on videos. But I've shown it before, so it's pretty much just a recap. But I mean, I just put a simple single crochet border around it, also of scrap. And it's a little bit wonky. I mean, it folds up a little odd, but you know, I'm still, as far as being into some serious crochet, it's only been like 2 years. I mean, I've known how to do the basics since I was 10. But I think it turned out really good. I'm proud of it. I'm really happy with how this looks. I had to write this down also. But this blanket it's 51 inches wide by 61.5 inches long and it is 2.8 pounds. I always like to weigh my blankets because, you know, video just doesn't do it justice. Yeah, that's a good way to show it. Fold it in half. See, I'm still learning. Episode number 10, still learning. this is going to be a really nice comfort for someone. I look forward to, oh yeah, I won't be doing a live prayer blessing for these blankets because I will be taking them with me here in about 2 weeks to Pennsylvania, and then we'll just have them pray over it then. But the next batch, I'll do a live one for that. And my DK stash down. Yeah, this one is heavy like I suspected. This is actually the end that I started on. Yeah, as you can see, let me do the sideways thing again. That seemed to work out pretty good. Lavender, blue, yellow, brown, green, pink, peach, and then just like a little bit of everything. And the virus shawl that I made a few videos ago and showed you, I said I couldn't tell who it was for yet. I still don't have confirmation that it's a long story, but just trust me on this. Once I get confirmation, I will let you know the purpose behind that. But for now, I was just going to say that this was left over from this section. Oh, sorry, you can't really see it through there. The purple, and actually this one's... Okay, the other side is showing some pink. Yeah, you can see it right through there. Oh, yeah, and then some mixed rainbow color brown, and some orange and yellows, and blues and greens, and just a little bit of everything. This blanket is 49 inches wide, a little over 4 feet, and it is 62 inches long, which is perfect, and it is 3.6 pounds. I knew it would be heavy, and it is. Okay, so those are my 2 biggest finished objects. So I now have 5 blankets to take with me to Pennsylvania. I got into my cotton yarn that I bought, and I whipped up an oven mitt. No pattern, I just basically copied off of a oven mitt that I already have. I mean, you can see where I stitched it up. It works. I mean, it actually works very well. I've already used it. Couldn't wait to use it. It works better than the one I copied it from, which was my go-to oven mitt before this one. Love it. And I whipped up just a dish rag real quick. Hasn't been used, so it's kind of curly. But I used Tunisian, as you can see. It's got like a scrubby side. I think this is going to work great. I haven't used this yet, but I was thinking before I made it, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use Tunisian simple stitch, and because it's a good solid, it's like knit. It's like you're not going to see through this, or at least not very much. And as I was making it, I realized the pearl bump side of it is rather abrasive, so I think that's a perfect idea. Use Tunisian because you got this side is smooth, and this side's kind of abrasive, so I think this is going to be great. So now that I'm making this video, I can try it out, let you guys know how it works. Okay, that's all for my finished objects. I have worked a little bit on my other works in progress, my camouflage blanket, virus shawl, seat cushion. A little bit, but not enough to really show. But I have started a new blanket because one of the comments on one of my videos, my first one I believe, someone commented that they were wanting a blanket. Well, the Lord directed me personally to make this sister a blanket. So I have actually started one. I haven't gotten confirmation of whether one is in the works of being sent to her. Not sure, but the Lord directed me to go ahead and make the blanket. She also wants a shawl. But I am working very hard on this blanket. Not getting as much done as I hope to get, but I'm just going to have to just start pushing a little further. So Teresa, if you're watching, I'm about to show what I'm working on for you. And this, and I don't have a stitch marker, so let me pull this out so I don't lose any stitches. Sorry. But using my new stitch book I got, the Crochet Stitch Dictionary, I decided the Lord directed me to use the Granny Chevron. And I am using the Studio Classic by Nicole yarn that I got from AC Moore while we were at Virginia Beach. And let me tell you, this is some super soft yarn. It is so soft, so thick, and very nice to work with. I haven't officially measured it because it just, the pattern says, well, I'm going to put it on the screen because I can't remember the foundation chain, but this was one of, I didn't want to go any further than this as far as the width. But this is what I decided on. I'm using the thread. I'm pretty sure I showed the skeins when I got them. I always do when I get a haul. But it's 2 shades of green and a variegated green, purple, light green, dark green, and purple mix. But it's turning out really good. It's really thick and heavy and soft, and I think she's going to like it. And that is all for my works in progress. I think. No, sorry. I'm also working on, with the cotton yarn, I'm working on a dish towel, which this is just the width of it. Obviously, I'm kind of almost forgot about it, be honest with you. But I'm using the woven stitch, also in my book. I figured this probably would be pretty absorbent. It's stretchy. I think that's pretty cool. That could come in handy for hats or maybe even socks one day. So I'll have to keep that stitch in mind. But yeah, that is my last work in progress. So now I'm going to move on to my acquisitions. And I think that will pretty much wrap it up for today. I'm only up to, with the intro and all that, probably about 15 minutes. So we're doing pretty good. So let me lean over here and get my acquisitions. And I'm sorry about the going out of camera because I didn't feel like setting up the table today just for a 20-minute video. Okay, let me start with, gosh, I'll go from, they're all my favorite, but least favorite to most favorite. Well, this container is for my husband, but my daughter found this when we were just browsing on Amazon. 100 stitch markers for $1.97. How awesome is that? Yeah. And then my husband gave me this handy little case. He was like, can you use this for anything? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. That other side would work great for putting hooks in or darning needles. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Okay, next. Gosh, they're all so awesome. I think I'm going to go with this one because, well, I finally got me I think it's a H, yes. Finally got me a size H, Susan Bates, ergonomic, comfort grip, whatever you call it, hook. I used it a little bit yesterday for the seat cushion, and I mean, I love the hooks. I mean, I have found out that that is my hook, my go-to. My favorite. But I'm not so sure that the comfort grip part is really going to do much good, because I hold my hook, you know, up here like this, and I don't really, if I held it down here, it would be much better, but I don't. I always end up having my thumb there on that flat part. So, but there's nothing I don't love about Susan Bates. I love them all. And speaking of Susan Bates, I did not have any these sizes, 2.75, 3.25, and 3.5, a C, D, E, and I also got an F. I do have an F, but and there's a glare, sorry about that. But I bought, there it is again, I bought a 4-pack of these aluminum hooks, size B, C, D, E, and F. So now I have 2 Fs. That's perfectly fine. I have like 4 H's now, which is perfectly fine. Actually, no, I have more than that if you count the Tunisian. Yeah. Okay, so that takes me to, yeah, my most favorite acquisition. The reason mostly for doing this video, I mean, I could have waited till I got more done on my other things, but I have got to tear into this. But my last video I spoke about how I had ordered some yarn because I was trying to make my daughter some fingerless gloves, and I just couldn't get the right yarn. So we went on to loveknitting.com and purchased some Malabrigo Silky Merino, that's the base, and the colorway Comparsita. I think it might be a Spanish word, but there's the tag. It is 51% silk. Let me make sure I can get this right. Yeah, 51% silk, 49% merino wool. Okay. The sun decides to come out now, and it's blowing it out. Alright, how do you guys do this? Oh, almost. Let me take a hank out of here. Try it a different way. Ah, okay, I just moved the camera. That's lovely. Nice technology. There we go. There. Now, let's take a look at this. And there's a notification that won't go away. So we have various shades of red, dark red, and like a dark purple, maroon, burgundy actually, more like a burgundy. But I got 2 of those. I needed, I think it was like 250 yards. This is 150 each, 300 yards. Isn't that beautiful though? But yes, I cannot wait to cake this yarn and get started. So that's why I'm doing this video. I could have waited a little longer, but no. I'm tired of waiting. I've been sniffing this yarn all the way too. There is nothing like the smell of hand-dyed yarn. I just love it. And plus I got to work on my hanking. This one I done pretty good. But when it came, they were in it. Well, they were in this cute little bag, and then it was in a plastic bag like you would mail things. So by the time they got to me, they were pretty much unrolled. But yeah, got to work on my hanking a little bit. It's the first time I'd ever done this, by the way, because my last bit of yarn that I had bought at the yarn store in Virginia Beach, they just took it straight from the rack to the counter and balled it up for me, so I didn't actually even get to handle the hanks. So this was actually my first hanks to ever actually hold. So pretty. Cannot wait to get started on this. It is a DK weight, in case you're wondering or don't know. The other one I had, the Malabrigo, was a sport weight. But yes, I had to share that with you guys before I started working it up. And I do believe that that concludes, oh my goodness, I'm up to, with the introductions, it's probably about 22 or 23 minutes or something. So I am going to let you guys go now. And I want to thank you very much for sticking around and watching. I need to tell you real quick about the newest addition to our family. I'm going to insert a video, but Wednesday morning, as I was about to leave to take my kids to school, I'm starting to back up out of the driveway, and we hear a kitten meowing, and we're kind of freaking out because there's a cat around here that he's so old. He's been around here forever and just pretty much living off the land. I mean, we feed him whenever we see him, but he's a wanderer. You know, he doesn't belong to anyone, but he loves everyone. And first thing we thought was, oh no. Thinking he might have been under my car to shield himself from sun, or, well, the sun wasn't out yet, dew, whatever. So I put it in park, turn the motor off, me and my daughter get out of the car, and we hear it again, which is great. We're so happy we heard it again. So we're looking under the car, we're looking behind the wheels. We hear a cat meowing, but we can't pinpoint where it's coming from. My daughter walks around to the front of the car, hears it again. She says, I think it's coming from under the hood. So I pop the hood, I walk around, I open it up, and lo and behold, a little kitten. A little teeny tiny, probably about a month old kitten. Just melted our hearts. The cutest, brightest gray eyes, a little black fluff ball sitting right there on my radiator. Oh, that was a miracle. That the Lord was watching over this little kitten that morning. So, well, long story short, he is now napping in a cat carrier on my couch at this very moment. If he wasn't asleep, I would show you. And I was planning on showing him, but I don't want to wake him up because he could be a handful when he's awake. And I really wanted to do this video. So, but I have so many videos and pictures of him. I'm going to insert just a few here. If you want to stick around just for another 2 or 3 minutes to see the kitten. His name is Oliver, and it's Ollie for short. We guesstimate that he was probably born, we're giving him a birthday of August the 5th. Because we're thinking, you know, we found him on September 5th. He was about a month old, so that's what we're going to go with. Hopefully he doesn't belong to anyone. If so, we will take good care of him until they come for him. But as of now, we got a new kitten in the house. Alright, thanks again guys for sticking around. If this is your very first time coming, I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button if you want. And I will see you guys next time. All of the information for my Facebook and all that will be down below as always. And I hope everyone has a wonderful, blessed weekend. Goodbye. some water, Ollie. Drink some water.